beautiful family, warmest welcome back again to the Lovely Star channel. Today we have a baking series here again. Let me tell you one thing, family. To be able to make your own meals is exciting, but to be able to bake simple things like bread is simply pure joy. So I'm here to share with you my simple Ghana sugar bread recipe. So please, family, sit back, relax and enjoy. Let's do this together. You are simply going to be able to make your own sugar bread at the end of this video. My ingredients, I'll be using 4 cups of all-purpose flour, half cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of dry yeast. That is dry yeast for bread. If you're in Sweden, you have to really specify that. And I also have my butter. I will be melting it, so I have like 3 tablespoons of melted butter, and here I have my nutmeg and evaporated milk. I also have a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and yes, a pinch of salt is about a teaspoonful, and I have my warm water. So here I will be mixing all my dry ingredients, which is my flour. I will leave a little bit behind during my kneading time. I will use it, and I go in with my nutmeg, sugar, a little bit of the salt. I will put my yeast in a warm water or warm milk. It activates very quickly, but today I just mix everything together. The only thing that I made sure is that the yeast does not come into direct contact with the salt, just so it does not make it work difficult. So once everything is mixed, I go ahead to put, I'm using my machine today because girl was tired, but absolutely amazing if you can use your hand. It works perfectly. Family, now all the dry ingredients have been mixed well, so I go out. So the wet ingredients happens to be the evaporated milk, vanilla extract, butter and water. Mind you, the evaporated milk in this recipe is very optional. I love to add it for an extra rich flavor. So as it is mixing, you go ahead to add your warm water little by little until it forms into the soft and beautiful dough. So I love my bread to be very soft and very chewy, so that is the outcome. And I'm going to clean my surface and spread a little bit of flour, and I'm going to knead it a little bit. The machine has already done a lot of kneading, but I just want it to form into a much firmer dough that is not going to stick into your hand. So by doing this, you get a much firm and a very stretchy dough. That is all that we need, because my bread, I love it so soft. So you do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, and yeah, it becomes so stretchy, and your bread is going to be that stretchy. And after you've obtained that, you just go ahead to reclean your surface and apply a little bit of oil. And please, with this effect of hitting it on the surface, it's going to make your bread even more stretchy and so soft and chewy. About 2 minutes of hitting it on the surface, you go ahead to mold it into a bowl and put it in your bowl. So I'm going to cover it first with a cling film and then aluminium and also my napkin. Okay, this is going to help speed up the double rising process, and I'm going to leave it for just 30 minutes, and voila, it is done. And it's so looking amazing and smelling even so delicious, and it's very cold here. That is why I did that. Okay, so right now I divided into 2 equal parts. There's a lot of air content here, so I'm going to flatten it and release it all. But before that, I will smear a little bit of butter in my baking form. Okay, this form I use it for everything. I use it for my cake for all my bread recipes, and yeah, I even used it for butter bread a lot at the time, and it was perfect. I mean, if I'm craving for something, nothing sort of I don't have this should ever stop me from making that thing. Like, I will go for it 100%, and it always turns out good. All about your determination and not having the right tools. So far as you have the right ingredients, I would just tell you to go straight for it, and you are going to be successful with it. Okay, I am going to roll my bread and form it into the size that I want, but I want to also measure it with my bread form before I put it in so that it just fits in right. Okay, so I roll it and then I seal it with my fingers like so, and roll it again till the very last one. And of course, the edges, you're going to make sure it all fits in well. So family, it is all done, and make sure you put this part of the bread at the bottom of your pan, okay, to achieve a very nice outlook. So I'm going to also do the second one and cover it until it double rise again for the second time. After 40 minutes, I see that my dough has double rised again, and it smells amazing. It smells so good already. And mind you, I have such a big huge form, so if it doesn't come all out, it is absolutely fine. Once it goes in the oven, it's going to even pop out a little bit more at 165 degrees for 20 good minutes, and there you have that delicious looking sugar bread, and it smells heavenly here, family. It is so good. So here is the moment, family. Trying to let your bread cool down feels like eternity. But it's okay, just allow it to cool down before you try to turn it over. Because of the butter that you smear at the bottom of your pan and the little bit of flour, it's so easy for you to flip it over, and look at how beautiful it is looking. It is still very hot, but I couldn't wait. So I just turn it over, but here I'm going to allow it to properly rest for another 15 minutes, and this time around I'm going to cover it with my napkin to ensure that that soft feeling still remains. It was quite late, so I had to go to bed and leave it overnight, and early in the morning we had our breakfast with this amazing bread. And look, it was a day before and it still feels so bouncy and so soft, and look how amazing it is, and so soft to cut in it. Amazing. Try this, family. I know you are going to love it. It is so delicious. It's sugar bread, but yet it does not scream sugar. It's just perfect. I'll list all the ingredients down below so that you know the accurate ingredient that you need. Tripping this into two almost felt like cutting. It was so soft, and I was amazingly in love with this bread. I just hope you try it, family. It is so delicious. The cutting feeling of this bread is so amazing, and I was so proud that I was able to do this. I just pat on my shoulder because it was a job well done. Just look at how stretchy it is. Just so amazing, chewy and so soft. amazing. If you ever want to make your own bread, worry no more. Follow this simple recipe and you are going to make it. I made it in my own small way. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, family, for watching. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing and join the family. Thank you once again, and I will see you in my next video.